$7 billion New York megaprojects by 2035. Several corners of New York City are still undergoing ambitious construction and infrastructure projects. Take the $4.5 billion transportation expansion project in Manhattan on the 2nd Avenue subway line, which opened on January 1, 2017. Elsewhere, Hudson Yards is the most expensive real estate development in American history. On the East River, Cornell University is building a glass technology campus with classrooms, hotels, restaurants, and shops for graduate students. By mid-century, New York City will look even more different, and will likely attract more new residents and tourists than it does today. From Manhattan to Brooklyn, you'll see some of the biggest projects expected to be completed in the next 2 decades. Here are 7 of these projects as reported by Business Insider. 1. World Trade Center. Since the September 11 attacks, New York City has been rebuilt with 16 acres of land, on which the Twin Towers and surrounding buildings stand. As of January 2017, One World Trade Center, also known as the Freedom Tower, New York City's tallest skyscraper, for World Trade Center, 7 World Trade Center, a new transit center, a 9/11 attack museum, a shopping mall, and a park are all complete. 2 more towers will contain a small church and a performing arts center that is still under construction. Construction is planned to be completed by 2020. 2. Essex Crossing. Located on Manhattan's Lower East Side, Essex Crossing will include 1,000 apartment units for low, moderate, and middle-income residents. The development, which costs $1.1 billion, referring to an exchange rate of IDR 13,323 per USD, will also include a Regal movie theater, a new street market, a bowling alley, and cultural spaces. The once neglected land was once a parking lot that was the result of a failed urban renewal scheme in the 1960s by mid-century developer Robert Moses. Construction of Essex Crossing began in 2015 and is expected to be completed by 2024. 3. Cornell Tech Campus. Cornell, an Ivy League university located in Ithaca, New York, is building a new campus. The 2 million square foot project will consist of dormitories, offices, classrooms, restaurants, and a hotel. It is estimated to cost $2 billion or IDR 26.66 trillion. The campus will open in 2035. The university received $100 million IDR 1.33 trillion, in funding from the local municipality as a token of assistance in terms of campus development. 4. Hudson Yards. The 28-acre Hudson Yards will be a large project containing 33 smaller projects. The new district is expected to be completed by 2024, and will consist of residential units, retail, restaurants, office buildings, and a plaza. The area will stretch from 30th Street to 41st Street and 10th and 11th Avenues in Manhattan. It is estimated to cost around $20 billion or 267 trillion Indonesian rupiah. This figure is the most expensive renovation cost from a real estate developer in American history. Before groundbreaking, the area was a rail yard and demolition space. 5. Hunters Point South. The 30-acre Hunters Point South will be a mega-development in Long Island City, Queens. The project will prioritize affordable housing and be the largest of its kind in New York City since the 1970s. More than half of Hunter Point's 5,000 units will be offered at below-market rates. In 2015, Gothamist reported that more than 93,000 people expressed interest in the apartments. The neighborhood will also have a school, retail, restaurants, and a waterfront park with ferries. The project began construction in 2013, with 2 of the 3 phases expected to be completed by 2018. The target completion date is unknown, but by the time the 3rd phase begins construction, Hunter Point South will have received more than $2 billion in private investment. 6. Pacific Park. Previously known as Atlantic Yards. The $4.9 billion project will bring 6,430 new apartments, 2,250 units will be sold at below-market rates, an 8-acre park, and shops to Prospect Heights, Brooklyn. The area already boasts the world's tallest modular apartment building, which opened in November 2016. Construction is expected to be completed by 2025. 7. Industry City. The current buildings and streets of Industry City, an industrial complex in Brooklyn's Sunset Park neighborhood, harken back to the 1890s. But a major redevelopment project is set to change that entirely, transforming Industry City to feature a hotel, shops, and a 16-building center for startup tech companies. Construction began in 2012 at a cost of billions of dollars, but developers have yet to announce when the project will be completed.